witches. Ha, water. The mouth of the well of the witches of the water. Ceremonial center, observatory, but the main function of Chichen Itza, sacred city to make human offerings. Human offerings, young girls, young boys. The young girls gonna offer themselves to the sacred well. And to choose the victims, they use a sacred calendar, 260 days. Why how do they invent the calendar? It's because they notice Venus in his orbit around Sun, 225 days. Our planet lasts 365 days. Mars, 425 days. 3 planets, 260 days, make a triangle around the sun. They create the zodiac, astrology. They mark a day of the sacred calendar. The idea, when a young girl gets born in Tulum, Uxmal, or any other place, instead of going with their parents, parents will give the young girl to the priest. Priest gonna bring the young girl to the south side where we have the convent. The convent, rain god on the front, on the back, on the right, on the left. When the young girl jumps to play to any patio, only face she's going to see, rain god. She asks the first question, who's him? Priest will say, the God who gives us water, veggies, fruits, meats, life. One day in the future, 15 years old, you're going to face the God to ask for rain for your community. Same question, same answer. 15 years old, wish of the girl will be to face the God. So to make the ball, they collect the rubber from the tree. Water was boiling. They drop the rubber on the boiling water to make it so soft. They give the form of a ball, and they use the bone of a fish to make some holes. On that way, when they drop the ball will bounce even on any direction. So the heavy ball, young kid is going to play. 16 to 20 years, he already became a professional. Then he goes to play the sacred game. And that's the way how do they choose the victims for the human offerings. Chichen Itza was built in the year 440 after Christ. Year 900, Chichen Itza was invaded by the Toltecs. Toltecs came from Mexico City. They bring their symbol, it's an eagle, religion, it's a war. The idea to make war in form of religion, it's because in Mexico people believe after sunset, sun goes to have a fight with the gods of the underworld. Tomorrow morning, sunrise, sun will be so weak, it lose so much blood, that blood, they have to replace it with fresh blood. In Mexico City, they used to make friendly wars to catch prisoners, to make human sacrifices. Toltecs were defeated in Mexico. Toltecs came to Yucatan. And it was so easy to conquer the whole Yucatan Peninsula because Mayans, they never used warriors, no police. To control the population, they used calendars to predict events about astronomy. So the Toltecs controlled Yucatan. To show their power, they destroyed the rain god. Rain god was so important to the Mayans because agriculture. Mayans were so upset, but they can do nothing because they have no force. They have no choice, they live together, but they never mix. But as soon as when the Toltecs arrive, the whole peninsula, they start getting ready to make war, and finally Chichen Itza was completely destroyed. After the destruction, a single stone on top of the other one. All what we have today, it's a reconstruction. Reconstruction in the year 1926 till 1936, Carnegie Institute of Washington, they sent Sylvanus Morley, American archaeologist in charge of the expedition, his assistant John Eric Thompson, English archaeologist, to spend 10 years to make the reconstruction we have today. And today, señores, we start in our tour by the ball game, and any questions you have, feel free to ask. 2 twisted snakes going all around of the temple, and in the opposite side, same way, the head and the tail. That's the way how they represents the world. And my question to the teacher, history, when America was discovered, sir?
1492.
Wrong, sir.
1105 Leif Erikson.
Wrong. Right to the wall, señores, we have a sculpture. Right to this sculpture, we have the body of a man representing the Persians. The type of dress, according to the archaeologists, looks like a Persian. And the next one, don't want to show up. The next sculpture, we have a man, he wears mustache, the Arabs. Can you see it? The second sculpture, right on this side. Can you see it?
Yeah.
He wears a mustache. The tall one, you can see curly hair.
Yeah.
Lips so thick. Piece of a wood in the middle of his nose.
Yeah.
The Africans. Right to the bottom, the first one, the American Indian.
Yeah.
Hair, spare, right there, right there. This is the American Indian, Bacondo, people from the Andes. Other persons, they wear crowns, tropical birds, because the feathers, Central America. But the main visitor is right to the middle. The main visitors, he wears a helmet with horns, huge medallion in his chest, bell with medallions, huge bird. He's standing in a big ship. You can see the size of the ship. And right in front of him, a circle to represent the sun, which means the Viking came by the sunrise, archaeological son of Tulum, same way, same place where Hernan Cortez came to conquer Mexico, 1519. The Viking in this case was considered like a god because above of his body, we have the body of the rattlesnakes. Men on the top look into the bottom, those on the middle look into the middle, those one on the bottom look into the top. Which means America was not discovered October the 12th, 1492. Place over here was built in the year 800 after Christ. This is the ball court, and the size of the field, 467 feet side to side. Wall to wall, 179 feet. On each wall, we have a ring. Right to the ring, they're going to throw the ball. Ball, 4.5 pounds weight. Players, young kids, were born on the sacred day, sacred calendar. They're going to make 2 teams. Each team, 7 players. Best player of the team will be the captain. Captain going to stand close to the ring. 6 players chase the ball. They fight the ball, they throw it to the captain. Captain going to throw the ball right to the middle of the ring. To make a clean shot, like basketball, it's no way because we have a platform. So ball has to bounce to the wall, special effect, ball goes through. To play the game, they're going to use their head, shoulders, elbows, hips, knees. They can kick the ball, but no hands. One hand, they're going to use a racket, other hand, they're going to use a small bat. And the ball has to bounce to the wall, special effect, ball goes through. Game can last seconds, minutes, hours, days. Game has to be over because it's a sacred game. Actually, it's going to be a lucky shot. Soon as the ball goes through, game is over, winner goes to collect his prize. When they play the game, fans used to watch the game right on top of the wall. Behind the wall, we have stairs to reach the top. Top of each ring, they put a place for the referee to make the call. Opposing teams on the sides, back seats for the king, priests, rich class people. And from here you can see the round columns holding the temple, rattlesnakes. From now we're going to see rattlesnakes everywhere. And also from here you can notice from the middle to the north side, that wall still has stucco, which means original wall. But all around, walls without stucco, reconstruction. Game can last seconds, minutes, hours, or days. After 1 hour, player 5 is already tired, player 8 goes in. Instead of sending a runner side to says, 5 goes out, 8 goes in, they're going to talk to the wall so quiet, sound goes right to the opposite side. Today, you can see the structures completely destroyed, but today, in between those round columns, right to the middle, we have a round stone in form of a dish. You can flip a coin on that side, right to the other side. You can hear when the coin falls down. The coin is moving, coin stops. Acoustic sound to communicate side to side. And because they're going to use any part of their bodies to play the game, the head, the elbows, the shoulders, or the hips, or the knees, or can kick the ball. Ball is about 4.5 pounds weight. They have to protect their body so well. And right now to the wall, we're going to see the type of uniforms do they use. Come over here. Yes.
¿Listos? Cuéntenlos. Siete ecos.
Protection on his chest. Uniform is so thick. protection in his arm, protection in his hips, protection in his knees. Instead of sandals, they're going to use shoes. They're going to use any part of their bodies, but no hands. One hand holding his racket, other hand, he's going to use the small bats. Ball goes through, game is over, winner goes to collect. He's the winner, he's the captain, he's in one of his knees, right hand holding his racket, left hand, he makes a fist on the side of his leg. He makes a fist to hold the pain at the time of the decapitation. No head. Opposite side, the losing captain. Right hand holding a huge pedernal knife. Left hand holding the head of the winner. Blood is represented by snakes. By his neck, we have 3 snakes on each side, 6 of them. The 7th one is a huge tree, already has flowers, already has fruits. They believe with his blood, he will fertilize land. Right to the middle, we have a disc. Disc represents sun, sun represents life, represents death. Symbol of life, the testicles. The penis, symbol of the speech, talk to the face of the winner. Symbol of death, skull. Mouth open, symbol of the speech, talk to the body of the winner. Which means they were born, and they died, and they became messengers from their communities to the gods. And the reason because winner was decapitated, it's because gods always take winners. Gods never take losers. Only one, the captain. Rest of his team will wait for their chance to become the captain to throw the ball on the middle of the ring. So we have 7 players on each side. We have 7 symbols of blood. They build the walls, they use the 7 echoes, 7 players, 7 symbols of blood. Name of the game, Pok Ta Pok. Let's go. June is right to the bottom, 12 noon, shade right to the bottom. So they build it like this to represent the pass of sun. Top of Chichen Itza, 17th of June, 12 noon, right on top of the city. Wall of skulls. Sometimes people saw the platform, so many skulls, they believe was a cemetery. Mayans, they never use cemeteries. Some of them pass away, they're gonna bury it inside of their house. House is full, many times rich class people, they choose to make ceramic pots. So big, bury one adult, they're gonna make it so small, they're gonna fill them up with ground, goes to the corner of the house. 4 ceramic pots full, rest of the relatives all around. Right here we have this platform, but we have 2 types of skulls. Top and the bottom, 1 type of them. All of them to the middle, they have a stick of wood. Reason is because when Toltecs arrived, they used to make war to catch prisoners to make human sacrifices. After war, dead bodies were brought to Chichen Itza. Enemies one, chop the head. Stick of a wood for the decoration of the platform. Rest of the body was cremated, ashes to the inside. Top and the bottom, young players. After the game, after the decapitation, whole body was cremated, ashes to the inside. 1926, John Eric Thompson, he made the first excavations. John Eric found only ashes, but not a single skeleton. And right to the wall, if we check those skulls, top and the bottom or the middle, all of them, one by one, you're gonna notice all of them are the same. I'm gonna show you one of them with a deformation. Come over here. Right to the other side. Come over here.